I do think the San Antonio Spurs, I do think they got better if Kawhi was going to be unhappy. Though I think Kawhi's a better basketball player than DeMar DeRozan. But if Kawhi was going to emotionally play this season and not be happy in San Antonio, look, the Spurs were like a, 6th seed last year. What were they like actually they played Golden State in the first round, so they were a 7th seed last year without Kawhi Leonard essentially for the entire year, right? So you got to think you bring in an all-star with pretty much bringing back everything they had except Tony Parker and Anderson. You got to think they could maybe compete for a 4 or 5 seed, right? They win a lot of regular season games. Pop is one of the best coaches of all time, especially in the regular season. DeMar DeRozan is a guy he's never had a coach like Pop or anything close to it. You got to think that the Spurs will be better technically this season if they won a good amount of games without Kawhi last year, right? Now, obviously, when it comes to playoff time, I wouldn't pick the Spurs to win any series with a team led by DeMar DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge. Not my cup of tea come playoff time. But I think they're going to put on a nice show for the fans, and they won't fall off. They just won't win championships, right? They won't fall off in the regular season. Now, I look at this trade, and I think, I don't know, San Antonio did pretty decent. There's a rumor circulating around the NBA that Pop only wants to coach for 2 more years. We obviously know he lost his wife, right, during the playoffs a few months ago. He only wants to coach 2 more years, and he would like to put a competitive product on the court for those last 2 years. And you get DeMar DeRozan and you got LaMarcus Aldridge. You got them at least for the next few years. That'll happen, right? In Pop's regime, he could compete. He could compete. It's a good enough team to compete, right? So if that is true, and Pop's leaving after 2 years, and he wanted to compete, you think about what other trades were out there. Reportedly, the Celtics wouldn't give Jaylen Brown up in a trade for Kawhi Leonard. I believe if the Spurs really pushed it, they could have got Jaylen Brown. Reportedly, the Sixers didn't want to give up Markelle Fultz. I don't get that at all. For Kawhi Leonard, I don't get that. But I really believe if the Spurs would have really engaged somehow, some way, they could have got Markelle Fultz. Reportedly, the Lakers didn't want to give up Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, and Josh Hart. I think if the Spurs really wanted to, if they said, yo, Kawhi is yours. If we get 2 of the 3, something tells me the Lakers would have pulled the trigger on Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma or Josh Hart. Right? Here's my thing. The Spurs made the quick play. They made the short-term play in regards to, I don't think DeMar DeRozan is someone you want to build around long-term. Both teams made short-term plays. And if I'm Pop, not only do I keep my team competitive until I leave, I don't give Kawhi Leonard what he wants. This was a message that Gregg Poppovich sent and the San Antonio Spurs organization sent to the NBA and the rest of the league. If you don't want to play for us after we did all we could for you to make you happy, here's the message. You'll get traded, but we're going to send you to the exact opposite of what you want to play for. Cause what have we heard from Kawhi Leonard's camp this whole summer? Because Kawhi doesn't talk. He wants to be in Los Angeles. He wants to go home. What's one of the furthest places you can get Kawhi Leonard from the elements that Los Angeles possess, right? The hot weather, just that atmosphere, that vibe. You send him to cold-ass Toronto, out of the country. I mean, Kawhi is a very chill guy, but I don't think, when I say the word is chill, I don't think he wants to be cold. He's going to be chill, for real, in Toronto in the 6th, right? Poppovich, Buford and Company, RC Buford and Company, they sent us a message to any player that's willing to pull the stunt that they consider what Kawhi Leonard did this summer. If you don't want to play for us, you don't want to communicate with us, you sit out a season, we're not giving you what you want. So yes, it was true. The Gregg Popovich-led San Antonio Spurs were asking other teams for more than what they got from Toronto. They were asking other teams for prospects and all type of. They asked the Lakers for like I said, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, and Josh Hart. They wanted all that, ladies and gentlemen. They wanted all that. If they're going to give Kawhi what he wants, it was going to tax whatever team that was involved. They were trying to tax the Lakers. And they were trying to tax the Celtics a little bit as well. Right? They were trying to tax the Clippers too. So you look at it from that regard and you think, yo, the Poppovich-led Spurs regime, they made a power play and they sent a message. You want to leave us? We sending your ass to cold-ass Toronto. Now deal with it. You ain't want to play for us? We in the heart of Texas. Our weather's pretty decent in Texas. Well, take your ass to Toronto. Figure it out there. We know you don't want to play there. Now you off. You didn't want to play for this great organization. Now go see what else is out there. It's like breaking up with the chick or the dude that was ungrateful the whole relationship. Go play the field. I bet you come back home to daddy. Go play the field. See what else is out there. And I think Pop sent the message more than anything else. I think they like DeRozan. I don't think they love DeRozan. But you get an all-star in return, and you send a message to Kawhi and any other player in the league that's trying to pull that stunt. You gonna play? All right, you don't want to play? Cool. Sit out. You gonna sit out? Okay, you want to get traded? We ain't giving you what you want. You tried to play that. He tried to play that power leverage, and the Spurs were lucky enough to find a team that's willing to take on Kawhi Leonard as a rental. Toronto. They got out of that contract. I mean, they got out of having Kawhi on their roster, and now he's got to play in Toronto. Thank y'all for the time, love, the support. I don't take it for granted. Salute. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty. Yeah.